Hey y'all. So I have a just a small book haul for you. Um, all of these books are older. Well, not like terribly old. Some of them are newer, but they've been out a while. Except one. One is new. Thank you everyone for coming to watch. If you're new, welcome, welcome. If you've been here before, welcome back. And I'm just gonna get into it. So as you see here, move my stack. We have vintage classic coloring. I have many times came close to getting this book, and there's a couple others in the series that I actually want to get as well, but I figured I'd start with the first one, and it is by Tatiana Stolova, if I'm saying that correctly, but you could see the name there. Um, One of the reasons why I didn't go for this book was I was worried about the paper. I didn't want to deal with the Amazon paper, but I'm in that place now where I don't worry about that as much because I have a printer and I can pretty much just, scan and print whatever I want on my preferred paper of choice. So I've kind of been, every once in a while, I go through some of my older wish list books and pick them up. I forgot to mute my phone. Sorry about that. And grab something I was avoiding just because of the paper. Oh, well, wasn't expecting that. An Amber Alert. Okay, I think I have that taken care of now. So anyway, let's see. You can see on the back a few of the pictures. This guy's super cute. They're all really cute. I'm gonna do a and you get bonus, so it shows some of their others, and you might be familiar with the nice little town books. So they do those also. Nice little dragons. Get back black backgrounds. So you get a lot of bonus collabs from a lot of their other books. That's a funny one for Halloween. I have to do that one. Love this bird. So yeah, this is the type of images that you'll find in this. On the grayscale side, obviously. Love the fairy in the bottle. Here's the cutie. So yeah, the vintage coloring. And again, it was something I avoided because of paper, and I don't worry about that no more. Go around cleaning my areas up. So then I finally got this book. This will be my first book by Denise Cleet. Hopefully I'm saying her last name correctly. It's Mermaids in Paradise. I am not much of a Zendoodly type of coloring book person. I don't even care for mermaids that much. Shocking. However, it's cute, and it's not what I would consider traditional Zendoodle, if that makes sense. But I absolutely love, and also it is fat. Nice thick book. The paper is pretty nice. I know there's like tons of flips of this. But it's super cute. And as you see what I mean, it doesn't have all the extra Zendoodle-ness going on. So I don't mind that. But the birds in this books, now there's two others. Well, there's a fourth one coming out very soon also. There's gnomes in paradise. There's fairies in dreamland, fairies in paradise, something like that. And I'm going to get all of them, but I started with this one. I love the birds. I think the birds are absolutely adorable, but this is super cute. Sharks are special in my house. My daughters love sharks and she was 2. I showed this to her and she was like, "Aw." So, but the main reason I got the mermaids book first, like I said, I find it super cute, but look, there's a pig. So there's, excuse me, there's 3 or 4 pictures that have the cute pig. There's another one where it is like snorkeling, I think it is. Yeah, snorkeling with a mermaid. I love pigs, y'all. So I knew I had to have this book simply because of the pigs. I don't see enough books with adorable pigs in them, and I love when I do. Um, so yeah, I got this book just because of the pigs. But like I said, I like a lot of the other imagery, and the birds second. The birds are my next favorite thing about the book. But the paper is nice. I like all of the imagery. It's super fat, nice hefty book. Um, and I will get the rest of hers. And it's just this. I just put this off and put this off, and I don't know why. But finally, I have this. So the next book I have, Spooky Girl. So I got on the bandwagon here. Now I have, if you've seen my completed pages video from like 2 months ago, I think maybe, I have a completed page from this book. But my bestie, she had got this book and she's like, "Oh, you got to get this book, blah, blah, blah." And I was like, "I'm not getting books right now." And so she wanted to do a buddy color from it. And so she scanned and printed one of the pages, which was, if you haven't seen this, like I said, there's tons of flips out. It's got super popular. Everybody went crazy for it. It's cute. I mean, it's not this is more of like when I need a break from my other stuff, and it's just like more cute, fun, or more light-hearted moment of coloring. This is the one we did as a buddy color. So you can see her on my Instagram and on my completed page videos from like 2 months ago, like I said. Very cute book though. It's different. And it was got so popular that there's now a spooky town with the same little girl in it. There's a spooky couple. I'm not sure if the spooky couple is by Coco Wyo or not. The spooky town is. And then there's a spooky boy. And I know that that one is not by Coco Wild, but I've heard rumors that people are suspecting that the same artist that has done the spooky girl actually did the spooky boy, but they put them out by themselves. But I do not know any verifications to such information. But I have my own copy now. It's a good time of year to have it. Plus, my friend, I have a couple of friends actually now that has that book that want to do buddy colors from it. I'm like, alrighty. So now this one. This one was I don't know, Cutie Dolls. You may or may not have heard of this. Giovanna Art. This name that I'm not going to pretend I can say. But there it is. There is a book 1. This is book 1. However, the original book 1 did not have any faces. They had eyes, but that was it. There was no mouth. There was no little nose. And even though they're still kind of barely there just was none. And so they did a revised version of 1. You can still get the original book 1. This is book 1.0, basically, or 1.1, whatever you want to call it. I forget how they say it on Amazon. But so all these books have been Amazon so far. And I got the revised version of book one, and then they've not so terribly long ago came out with a book two of Cutie Dolls, which I want to get. And they are, and I'm going to do a complete flip of this one, but they're like legit supposed to be, stitched dolls. And for me, in my mind, I instantly thought of like Build-A-Bear. I'll show you one of my favorites, where, you get your teddy bear and then you can dress them up in all these different outfits or all these different costumes. And so, like, here's a unicorn one. So it's like these actual little girl dolls. There she is, dressed up like a little elephant. So all these like little doll characters, and they're just dressed up in different outfits and in different situations. But I will do a book flip. But I don't know. I just thought it was cute. Again, this will be a go-to book for when I need um, I don't want to say easier, because I don't care what the image is or what the book is. You can make it as complicated and or not even complicated, but just as in depth as you want to, based upon how far you want to go with coloring it and how much detail you choose to put into it. So you can go in depth on any image, no matter what the image is. But these are just more lighthearted and um, playful. Maybe that's a good word. More of a playful imagery that I can, relax with and color when I'm taking a break from more serious or more realistic type of things that I prefer to do. But I thought it was cute and I got it. And then last but not least, I had been waiting to do the video because I've had those books for a few days. This book finally got here today. Now this one, so those books, I had a random Amazon gift card land in my lap. And so that's what I got that with. And then my hubby got me this. It is the new Sarah Richter book. I have no idea how to say what's here. Should have translated. And I have the first book, Dunkelbont, and I love it. I love her artwork. I just completed an image by her, to which, here I'll show you guys. So this one came out, this image, you can see the shine of my chrome watercolor. This came out of her first book, Sarah Richter. And so this is the second one, but that's where this picture came out of. And I just posted this on my Instagram, yesterday, I think. So this came from Book Depository. And when she put the first book out, my husband heard me, I had been talking about it, and he heard, and he actually went online on his own time and looked into it and looked it up and ordered it for me. And so when I brought up to him, like, oh, hey, she came out with a new book, he had basically went to the same place, went back to Book Depository. He saw it there. It was out of stock. It went out of stock fast after it was released. And, but it came back in quite quickly also. Night Owls is what this translates to. So this is Night Owls. The other one was like Color Dark or Dark Coloring. And this one is Night Owl, which suits me very well. So I knew this was out. I'd mentioned it to him. I absolutely intended on getting it, but I wasn't rushed about getting it. I mean, I wanted it, and it was good timing for the season of the holiday and everything coming up. But I was trying to be chill, I was like, yeah, even those books, like I wouldn't even have gotten those books had this Amazon gift card not landed in my lap. I was trying to be good, trying to be chill, because I have a mission to get my next Etsy cart. And everybody knows when you buy books from Etsy, it's on the price your side. And so I have a small collection of books in my Etsy cart that I've been picking and choosing and swapping one out for another one and stuff for quite a while, waiting to get this Etsy cart. And um, again, I was just on the mode of like, I'm gonna be chill and not buy a bunch of books um, until I get that Etsy cart. And yeah, that was my mode. But because my hubby loves me and he knows how I am, he just said, you know, whatever, and got it. But I plan on doing a flip. Um, you might be familiar, like with this image here. A couple people have already finished this image, and it was out for an event that was going on the last month before ish, something like that. So it's really nice paper and spiral bound, obviously. This one has no portraits in it. So her first book has a lot of portrait imagery, and then she was featured in the Coloring Haven magazine issue, and a couple few of the images that was in that Coloring Haven are in this book, and along with those, all the rest of the ones in this book are um, grim, gothic, Halloweeny, spooky, fallish type flavor, and that's what you got going on inside this book. But that's going to be my next move. Is My next move is to do a flip of this book. And I think I have a flip of her first. If I don't, I'm probably going to just do a combo video where I flip her first and newest book all in one video. So that'll be out tonight or tomorrow. So yeah, that's it. That's the big haul. Now I will say I do have some other stuff coming from Blick, but and it's going to be here tomorrow, or so it says. It'll be here tomorrow. Fingers crossed. But I wasn't that pressed about it because really, I mean, it's not. I had to just re-up some pencils. I had, I don't know, 8 or 9 colored pencils to replace because I was getting itty bitties. When I say itty bitties, like I get them down to like that, and I will still use this one until I can't get no more out of it. But these were all luminescence. So yeah, Karen Diash luminescence. I had 8 or 9 of those I needed to replenish, whatever you want to call it. And you know how it goes with the Blick orders. You got to spend so much to get free shipping. And I was just under that by a little bit. But then they charged me the shipping. And I'm like, well, if I would, and I explained this to my husband. He's just looking at me like, yeah, sure, that just makes perfect sense. And he laughs. And I'm like, but really, it does. So if what they charged me in shipping, I could spend the same amount of money on actual product and get more stuff, or not get more stuff, just get what I need and still have to pay the extra money to cover shipping. So, yes, obviously, everyone agrees with me, right? Let me know down below in the comments. It makes more sense just to spend it in the extra product than waste it on the shipping. And so that's what I did. So, on top of the Lumis that I needed to replace, I got um, a 9 packet of Copic waterproof multi-liners, and then a couple pens that were recommended, one in black and one in blue, because I don't know, I've always preferred blue ink, um, which are the Uniball Vision pens. Um, and that part of the purchase is because I have gotten into watercolors more, and I cannot draw. But to doodle and like attempt to make my own sketchy type of a situation and work in my watercolor sketchbook and just have my own personal whatever's going on, that's pretty much what I got them for. I mean, pen, you can use pen for anything, writes words and, doodles and does all types of interesting things. But no, yeah, I'll use a pen for multi-purpose, but like the Copic specifics and even those two are kind of going to be utilized in that way for me in my watercolor journal, sketchbook thing, whatever I want to call it. I don't even know what I want to call it. It's a swatch book. It's a what? I don't know. So that stuff's coming tomorrow. But I will mention them in a video and just kind of like probably show them and say how, you know, what I think of them, how they feel. I'm glad I got them, that kind of stuff. But I won't make a special video just for them. Something's going to come wrong and be like, oh, yeah, by the way, here's that. This is what I think. So, again, Sarah Brickner, Giovanna Art. So we got Night Owls, Cutie Dolls, Spook Girl, Mermaids in Paradise, and the Vintage Classic Coloring Book. That's all I got for you guys. But there are a couple other books coming out soon that I plan to get my hands on, and I will be sharing those books when that happens. And at some point, I'm expecting sort of maybe like as anniversary present, which is the beginning of December for me. I will have my Etsy cart books, and ooh, I can't wait to share those. Thank y'all for being here and watching. If you enjoyed this video and these books, hit that thumbs up. Don't forget to drop me a comment agreeing with me about the shipping versus more merchandise, because I will make sure Hubby sees that. Be like, see, I told you. And y'all have a good one. Till next time. Later, y'all.